I'm going to do a series of arm weight exercises. And first of all, I just want to show you wrist position in terms of using the weights. So with your weights, you just need to make sure that your wrist is in a line. So quite often I see people holding a weight like that or allowing the hand to drop. So before you start using your weights, just check that your wrist is in the correct alignment. So you can start off with these exercises with no weights, just get used to the arm movement, and then you can start to increase the load. So start off with a really light load to begin with, and then you can work up to heavier loads. So we're just going to start off with a bit of penguin, so you're floating the arms out to the side, just a short way, and coming back. So when we think about weights and Pilates, the focus is very much on stabilising the trunk and the spine and the pelvis, and mobilising from the arms or joint that you're exercising at the time. So you're going to come into arm circles. Arms come up towards the ceiling, circling round, keeping your hands in your peripheral vision. So I'm going to do 2 or 3 repetitions of each exercise, but you can pause at any point and do extra if you like. So arm circles using both arms, then we'll come into one at a time. So same movement, but it becomes a bit more challenging to stabilise the spine. The weights are going to want to pull you over in one direction. So one-armed arm circles. Then we're going to come into dumb waiter. Palms are up towards the ceiling, elbows are into the side of your body, elbow angle is about 90 degrees, and we're just taking your hands out to the side and bringing them back. So it's rotation from the shoulder. Make sure your shoulder blades aren't starting to pinch together and that your spine isn't going into extension. So both at the same time, and then we can do one at a time. Then we're going to come into bicep curls, bringing your hands up towards your shoulders and down. So this is an elbow movement, elbows tucked into the side of your body. Starting off with both at the same time, and then we'll do one at a time. So you can alternate, making sure your body doesn't sway from side to side as you do the movement. And then we'll come into biceps and press. So hands to your shoulders, lengthen your arms up towards the ceiling, hands back to your shoulders, down by your side. Hands to shoulders, reach up to the ceiling. We'll do one at a time. And remember to breathe throughout, just breathing naturally as you mobilise from your shoulders and elbow joints. Taking the arms out to the side, coming into shoulder circles. So this can be quite challenging. You might need to go down a weight. If you want to further challenge yourself, you can come up onto your toes, which will challenge your balance. Then we're going to come into shoulder flexion extension. So your arms are going to come up towards the ceiling. So you come to a rib cage closure position. Make sure your spine doesn't start to go into extension. Bringing your arms down, taking your arms back into shoulder extension. So shoulder flexion, stabilising the spine, and shoulder extension. And then we can do backstroke swimming, so we're alternating. So one arm is flexing, one arm extending, swapping over, taking the shoulder through its full range of movement, flexing and extending. Bringing your arms up parallel with the floor, elbows are straight. Drawing your elbows back. At this stage it's worth just checking to make sure your elbows are in line with your shoulders. Elbow angle about 90 degrees. Turning your palms forward. Drawing your forearms together. Lengthening your arms up towards the ceiling. Bringing your arms back down. Arms out in front. Elbows back. Rotating. Bringing your forearms together. Arms up towards the ceiling. And one final time. So we're taking the shoulder through all its ranges of movement. And then we'll finish there.